made his character's name. What was the hell was it? And it was hilarious.
Yeah, so basically... Oh, no, because I guess I'm going to have to tell you guys later. I don't want to tell you right now. But...
You just got really
You just
quiet.
call me Dag, and then everybody's going to think it's
Dag.
Dagger because I'm a tiefling, but it's actually Dagnathea.
And with that, everyone, welcome to another episode of the Armory 33 podcast. As always, I'm your host, Quinn. Co-host Shane is not here today due to some personal reasons.
Where am I?
But, what? We have IT Tanner, Mr. Tristian, and Miss Paige with us today. This is the last part of our D&D character building session, so enjoy, sit back, and I have a feeling it's going to be a great show. I waited for 15 minutes before I hit the record button for a reason.
You should have hit it earlier.
By the way, happy St. Patty's Day to all of my fellow Irishmen out there. Tanner, put that down.
Everybody's Irish on St. Patrick's Day.
According to the Boondock Saints, we are.
There you
God, that tastes delicious. But let's jump right into it. Tanner, you are now in control. I have the bleep button ready to go. I have a feeling I'm going to need it with the person sitting to my right.
Yeah, so
What's the bleep button?
deal with that?
That's the bleep button.
Anyway, so
what
friends,
can I say?
This is
No,
fucking
damn it.
ridiculous.
We can say fuck, shit, damn, motherfucker. You just can't say the C word.
C word.
See you next Tuesday. You know the ones the
Crazy.
Australian Jews?
That's not...
That YouTube.
You shouldn't call people crazy. It's too general of a term.
Jesus. No, Tristan, if you want to just go ahead and exit.
Oh, no. I
Paige
keep
over
saying...
to the-
I
we're
keep
gonna
saying
keep
you guys are
Paige
like...
He's here for your safety. Not mine.
I left the firearms in the other room.
She doesn't need
I
them.
care.
No, pretty I get joy out of editing the episode. I can always edit words out. But I like hitting that little contains explicit language button on all three of my...
or editing out my one remark one day.
Oh my God. That Tanner started the episode one time. What episode was that?
That was the...
Conspiracy theory? No.
No, that was...
The food episode.
We had David and Matt there for that
What
one.
could be so bad during any of those episodes?
All right. I'm gonna let Tanner tell it, and I'm gonna edit out of this episode. Tanner, go ahead.
It was like I was drawing a synonym between certain things. Like, hey, if it's this and this, what's the difference, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What episode was that?
I don't remember.
You keep talking.
Basically, it was
I know where to be here for this.
plumbers and abortionists. They both unclog pipes.
Clear the tubes, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. See,
That's
they
how-
get my thank you.
I got
Paige.
it.
Pick it back up.
I
With
got
the
it.
High five at the end.
I got it. And then I looked at him and I go, what the fuck, dude? Not even 5 minutes in?
Yeah, I took 15 minutes upstairs before Matt and David got here, and I was like, what can I say? I was like, I got it. And I was like, oh, I don't want to say it right now. I was like, I don't want to ruin it.
I think that was a little
it was a
bit
good thing I didn't.
I think it was a little bit of everything's episode.
It was a little
'Cause
bit,
I don't-
honestly.
Oh, it was Shower Thoughts. There was a Shower Thoughts episode.
No, I'm just trying to...
That's right, shower thoughts.
There's also an app that we're going to download.
But Tanner, you still up on everything?
Yeah, I've got everything right here.
I think we should start with Mr. Tristan because I think Paige has the most entertaining thing. So we should just save her for the end.
Save that for the... Honestly,
Honestly,
character name doesn't really matter. You take your time, try and figure it out. I mean...
I think I had a good one. Okay, so it's something half-beard. Because, like, my backstory is I had a real dick of... Wait, okay, so who's... Oh, the master, right? Because there's, like, master and apprentice.
The dungeon master?
So he's his...
Yeah.
So basically...
So, like, my smith master guy...
Sorry.
a master blacksmith.
Yeah, master blacksmith. Wow.
What kind of
That one.
Yeah, he's a real dick, basically, long story short. He one day basically smacks me with a fucking sword that he's making because I fucked something up because I'm an apprentice. And so now my beard, which I love.
see a
my
lot of
beard,
similarities.
Basically, like, half of it's, like, basically, like, mist and it's all burnt and fucked up looking and I'm all angry.
So you have a half
okay.
permanent beard scar?
Yeah, basically.
That's
Yeah.
pretty badass.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So,
That's very
so
good.
I think I might just be something half-beard. Just like
Something happy. Hey,
something.
that works. Hey, that's fantastic.
It's like, I think I actually came up with a good name like 5 minutes ago. It was like Fagnar or some shit like that.
Tristram. I'm just
Nah, not Tristram. I see Tristram.
Did you guys watch the last episode? I can't remember. Bless you.
Much like
By the way.
much like in school, neither of us.
I'm gonna go
did
grab another drink too. While
There you go.
No.
All right, there we go.
No, we did not.
All right, cool. I am. I'm Farkham.
Farkham! Yeah, Farkham all!
Farkham all. Farkham Halfbeard.
Farkham.
Woo!
There we go.
They like it. See, the people like it. The live audience likes it. Tanner, there's a trash can right next to you.
There's a special trash can over there. I don't want to take the time to go back over there again.
You just call my trash can.
No.
Okay.
You have a special trash can for empty cans.
Okay, it's called the can.
The can.
Do you can?
All right, so I am a dwarven.
Yeah, but what kind of dwarf? There's two.
I'm gonna be a paladin. That sounds sweet.
This was so easy for you.
Dude, do you have your work ID badge on?
I do.
I agonized for
I walked
days.
in
I
like-
took notes.
Bro, what?
I wore a pair of different pants yesterday, and I wore the same pants I wore Friday. So
You didn't-
I know, but I wore
The
different pair
bad
of
thing
pants
is,
yesterday.
the four of us, we all work together.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna come out and say this because I know nobody else from work is gonna say, listen to this. You three are my favorite coworkers.
Oh, there we go. I'm glad you were just saying that.
Yeah, I'm just not nice to your face. I'll say it on camera.
No, I was saying, I
there's
know you're
something
talking about work, and I was like, okay, I'm glad I'm something kind of positive. I shouldn't say that.
I create you guys work. You guys create me work. We all just fuck Tanner over. It's
Yeah,
a
right.
great quid pro quo.
Hey, at least I have a reason to work.
That's fair.
Yeah,
We'll
bills
give you purpose.
That too.
and
and guns.
the things we can buy from work.
Exactly.
Guns.
Guns indeed.
But all right.
Okay, so what? Hill or mountain dwarf?
All right, I'm gonna go with a hill. I like hill.
Okay.
Yep.
Bold, hardy dwarves, skilled miners, workers, stone, and metal.
All right, there we go.
Okay, that works. Technically, it doesn't really matter
I don't
what
know.
sub race, because like
I said I
you
only
could
read
be
through it once.
an
I
Eric
only
Cocker
remember
for
like
all I
bits and
care
pieces of it.
as a miner or a smith.
Yeah.
But it makes sense, like just in the whole high fantasy sense.
Oh
It
yeah,
makes
no.
total
I've
sense.
played too much of The Witcher and Skyrim.
Hey, nice.
all
I'm
that shit.
like I told them the other day, I'm doing another run through of The Witcher 3 right now because
Pretty dope. Pretty dope.
I fucking love that game.
That's a
We messed up real
long
bad on
thing.
the end with Siri the first time. Real
Oh,
bad.
this is
Real
like-
bad. Realized we made all the wrong mistakes.
This is
all the wrong
fourth-
answers, and then she died.
It's funny is that this is my fourth time through, and every single time I always release the spirit from the Whispering Hillock to save the kids, but then it fucks over the rest of Velen, and then the Bloody Baron just hangs himself anyway.
If you don't, you get to see 3 of the nastiest crones you will ever. It's so gnarly.
They some nasty bitches.
They are some nasty bitches.
Okay, you still get to see
Oh
them.
no,
that's what I was
absolutely.
gonna say.
Okay, so
Oh my
so
gosh.
you kill the Whispering Hillock, right? Or the
I don't trust the damn
The
tree.
thing inside the tree.
that's
right?
fair. Yeah.
Oh, the thing inside the tree.
Yeah.
Show me yourself, or because then we trust the damn bitches in the tapestry, and guess what? Guess what?
Guess what?
Don't
Guess
trust them
what?
based off her tapestry photo.
Listen, the crones, I fucking had their ticket from the minute I met them.
Me too.
I was like,
I don't
fuck
have time
y'all.
to play video games right now. I'm still stuck on Harry Potter. That's the worst part. I'm still stuck on Hogwarts Legacy.
Man, I
That's a
haven't
pretty
played
good
it.
one too.
Yeah, I haven't played it in a while.
I can't get
Yeah.
past the second Watcher's task, and it's one of those things you have that it's the mirror thing where you can see half the people, but if you go through the mirror, you can see the other half of the people. So I'm like, oh, this is a way to die.
Okay, so here are some of your hill dwarf traits. You got dark vision, which is pretty normal. You can see in dim light up to 60 feet. A lot of
God, I forgot
varying
what's in that
races outside of human have dark vision, and some have enhanced dark vision, which gives, I think it's 120 feet in dim light and 60 feet in total darkness or something along those
Alright.
lines. I would have to look back at that.
And
You
these
got-
things are
Dwarven resilience.
with Shane not being here. If this is something we want to go back and change, we can change before.
Yeah,
we
because
start the game.
just understand, I've never been a DM or a game master.
Tanner's
I've never,
had this responsibility since 9:30 this
I've
morning.
never played D&D before. So.
Neither have I.
So I will do my best to explain everything, and if there's something you don't get, let me know, and I'll try and explain it in the best terms I can.
That's fun.
Because with Shane here last time, it was good for me and him to bounce our ideas off of each other with trying to build his character.
I was just
Gotcha.
drinking the whole entire time. It was a good day. It was a good Sunday.
Let me see, Dwarven Resilience, you have advantage on saving throws against poison, and you have resistance against poison damage. Basically, when somebody, let's say we're in combat and you have to do a saving throw for poison damage,
Okay.
if with advantage means you can roll twice and take the higher roll.
Oh, all right.
So you roll 2d20, you get a 10 and a 12, you take the 12.
Sweet.
That's basically what that. And then the resistance, I think, is usually, even if you succeed, I think it's half damage
Okay.
with resistances or something along those lines. Like I said, Shane can explain it better as long
Okay.
as he's here. Dwarven combat proficiency. So right off the bat, just because you're a hill dwarf, you get proficiency with battle axes, hand axes, light hammers, and war hammers.
Oh, so what's a light hammer versus a war hammer? Is that just...
We can look more. Hang on, where's your
He
book?
wants to kill people with the
I got
pointing
it.
hammer, the
Book,
blast,
book.
or the pointed hammer.
I
Does
mean-
that count as a light hammer? Is what
I mean,
is that what you were trying to ask?
Yeah, as I say that.
Like the one that looks more like a pickaxe. But
Don't
not-
hurt yourself like that.
That was a good crack.
You
down
could.
one.
theoretically,
revive roll.
if you want to stick with the hammer, you could go with a warhammer, which I want to say are two-handed weapons.
Yeah, I know the warhammer's usually two-handed. What I really want to do is I want to have an axe or like a dwarven short sword in one hand, and then that blacksmithing hammer in the other. That's what crack somebody in the head and then.
Fantastic.
I have a feeling.
I played way too much of that like chivalry. Like,
I have a
medieval
feeling your
combat
character
game.
and my character are gonna be like the best buddy cop duo we need in this game. Because my guy has a battle axe and 2 hatchets he can throw.
There you go.
Correct. We'll get to that later
Yeah,
because usually
shit
starting equipment you can pick what kind of weapon you start with off the bat.
Sweet.
Tool proficiency you gain depending on how the DM likes to do the sessions.
Okay.
They can really take tool proficiency into account depending on the story and how you want to do things because it may help with dialogue.
Okay.
With NPCs you're talking to and how they build the world.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's a cool thing to have.
Cool.
Otherwise. So you've got smith tools,
This is
brewer's
actually
tools, and mason's tools. Obviously, smith's tools is probably what it's
Sweet.
going to be. Stone cunning. Whenever you make an intelligence, a history check related to the origin of stonework, you are considered proficient in the history skill and add double your proficiency bonus to that check.
From today.
Instead of your normal proficiency bonus. So let's say we're level 3, which I want to say is a proficiency bonus of +2.
Okay.
So if you make a history-related check for, let's say we're dungeon diving and say we come across these ruins, you want to make a history check against the stonework to figure out like, hey, who is this?
Okay.
You get, instead of a +2 to your history check, you would get a +4.
Sweet. All right.
So you'd be like 13 +4, that's a 17 on your history check.
Right on.
How that would be. And
Dwarven toughness.
your hit point maximum increases by 1, and increases by
Dungeon
1
Master
every
right
time you gain a level. That one's pretty
awesome.
straightforward.
All right, I'm down with that.
Alright, so
Okay.
you're a hill dwarf.
Yep.
That's
What's your
Hill
name?
Dwarf.
You don't know yet.
Oh no,
He said it
I
already.
had the name and then I forgot it.
Tool proficiency.
Wasn't it like,
Shall sick.
it was basically playing the word fuck him, wasn't it?
Fack 'em.
Oh,
Fuck him. Fuck him.
Fack 'em.
Fack 'em.
Fack 'em. It's Fack 'em Halfbeard. Fack 'em.
Frackum?
we have to
Frack
go
'em,
back.
that's what it was.
It's
Fracum.
Frack him the Halfbeard. Frack him the Halfbeard.
All right, Frack 'em the Halfbeard.
I don't have a.
Oh, we'll have to go back and adjust that later because I didn't change that.
I don't
I
have.
don't give a
I don't
shit.
have a name for
Figure
my
it out.
character.
That's okay. Don't want to be an asshole here.
Fucking shocker.
Wow. Anyway, so do you read books sometimes, like fantasy books?
Are there pictures in them?
So I really get peace with that one.
You broke Paige.
That was funny.
Okay, movies obviously.
Duh.
Okay, when it comes to a name, doesn't
What's
have to
your
be.
thing?
He's a half-orc barbarian. So
Gerp.
what was that?
Gerp.
Gerp? That works. You want to know what my half-orc barbarian that I always have? Mine is
Gonk. I like Gonk.
Eric Nurl Bloodcrag.
Sounds very traditional.
Oh, sorry.
Nurl. That was actually taken from a book.
I like that.
Nurl is the addition to the last name that means that you are part
I
of
got my character's name.
the head of the tribe, like the chieftains.
Yeah. Very cool.
Nurl is like the add-on.
All right.
So anyway,
Merle.
MURL.
Like the dick from Walking Dead.
I think he's
Merle.
just trying to rhyme with the status name that he has. British Nanny Nanny Boo Boo. My name rhymes with yours, so might as well be the same status. I think was the point of Merle.
Merle.
To be traveling together.
All right, remember that.
I'm not going to. You think I watch my podcast?
You have to edit the damn things.
Well, not Mork. No, that's Morgan Mindy.
Shit.
I would
like
say
a
Dexter
consonant
because
and
of
it's like
laboratory
Mork.
and actual.
It works.
Yeah.
Or
What did you just say?
a consonant. And then
That's
like,
not what I heard.
Or-
That is not what I heard. The forbidden C word. I'm like, oh.
If you want,
oh.
I can keep my eye out for names that I think would go for a half-orc barbarian.
Sure.
Okay. To help you jog that memory. Just move things along.
I'll just ask ChatGPT.
Vilgar.
All right, so I'm trying to figure out what. So I'm still not totally sure on my class.
Okay.
So I said
Any-
I think initially
Dave.
leaning towards barbarian, but I feel like
dare
barbarian's
you
got a
to
bad
name
rap.
yourself Dave.
I want to be
Dave
like a.
Barbarian.
Dave.
There was like a craftsman.
Yeah.
It is a TV show.
Well,
Or
It's a
is
core
there
memory
one that's
unlock.
basically effectively almost like a craftsman
Hang on a second.
class?
it really, that kind of thing is more like a backstory. Like
Okay,
if
that's
you,
like
you, it doesn't matter what class you are. If you still want to be a blacksmith,
also an
you
accountant.
could be a sorcerer and a blacksmith for all anyone.
Okay,
This
gotcha.
is all fully up to you. Now, I can
Gotcha.
also try and explain some of these the best I can.
Oh, no, that's fine. Like, I think I said Paladin at first, but I'm not particularly much of a religious guy, so I feel like Paladin's not a great one for me.
Okay. Yeah, Paladin would make you a half caster, so you would get a couple of spells.
I don't give a fuck about
I
was saying music.
Then
What was that?
I don't give a fuck about music. Yeah, I don't want to be a bard
I
either.
don't ever want to try and make anyone a basic bitch, but fighters.
Wow,
Basic
you just
bitch
called
and-
Tristan a
Hey,
basic
come
bitch.
Basically, fighters are like a lot of people whose first time playing, like my first time playing actual D&D was a fighter, and fighters are just have a lot of they have a pretty decent aspects, like especially if you want to be some sort of ranged character. Fighters have a subclass that are great for ranged options.
Gotcha. Okay, so I think I might go with barbarian because I feel like barbarian's probably like that up close.
We'll have two
whack your head.
barbarians.
Anyway,
You know,
I
like-
just came up with the greatest name. Sorry to interrupt. I would have just looked up random Ooga. Because my guy's kind of a simpleton, so he goes, ugh. Ah! It's his war crime. It's his war crime.
Your intelligence is 8, so
All right, fuck
So-
it. Throw me in there under barbarian. I'll
Barbarian?
fuck some shit up.
Okay.
Sounds
Fuck yeah, let's go.
we have 2 barbarians. We got 2
That's
good
good.
frontline fighters.
good. Okay, cool.
Listen, it doesn't
Aw.
matter what we're all gonna what any of us say. You play what you want to play.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Barbarian.
yeah.
Barbarian it is.
Barbarian it is.
Okay.
All right.
So basically, barbarians are an extremely upfront, in-your-face melee fighter.
Okay.
That's pretty much one of the biggest things, and you get a hit die of D12, which means you will have usually some of the most hit points out of any of us.
Okay. That sounds
Regardless of your armor, your hit points are going to be stupid high, usually.
All right.
As a barbarian, off the bat, you get the rage feat, which we can read more into.
Did you say rage feet?
Rage.
F-E-A-T.
Excuse me. You get
Not
the.
F-E-T.
Okay, so if I can't have a move called Rage Feet, then I'm gonna leave. Now I
Alright,
promise
great.
Rage Feet.
Anyway, when you rage, you get. Let me see. You fight permanent on a turn. You can enter a rage to bonus
Your
action.
power-up is
The
just
rages are
stopping.
when we're in combat. You get certain
You're like
action
my
types.
daughter when she gets angry.
You have a standard action, and then you have stuff like bonus actions. So it depends on what you're trying to do, whether it's considered a normal action or a bonus action. Rages are easy because you can say, I'm a rage at the beginning of your turn, and then you can go into your attack phase.
Okay.
And just using normal actions.
Oh, sweet. Okay, cool.
While you're raging, if you aren't wearing heavy armor, you get these advantages. You have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. So let's say somebody casts some sort of spell against you that requires, or something happens that requires you to throw a strength saving throw. Same thing, you roll with advantage. So you roll twice, take the higher.
Okay.
And when you make melee weapons attacks using your strength, you gain a bonus to the damage roll. It increases as you gain level as a barbarian, as shown in the rage damage column of barbarian tables. If I had the player handbook in front of me, I could explain this a hell of a lot better.
That's fine.
Usually it means like you gain. It depends on if it's an attack or you gain a bonus to your attack roll or your damage roll or both. So
Okay.
during combat, if you want to hit somebody, you say, "Hey, I want to roll to hit this guy." So you roll a d20, and that's your attack roll. So if you roll high enough to counter somebody's AC or their armor class, so let's say they have an armor class of 13, which is pretty much base.
Okay.
So if somebody has an AC of 13, you need to roll a 13 or higher, because what you understand is meets beats. So if you roll a 13, you bypass the armor class. But if you roll a 14, still it's good. So you rolled a 10, but you have a +4 to your attack roll. That means you have a 14. You bypass the 13, you're still good. And then you roll for damage,
All right.
which in this case depends on which weapon you're using. But we can get into that later.
All right.
Resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. I usually think that's half damage when you're raging. So if you're raging and somebody hits you with a hammer, which is bludgeoning damage,
Yeah.
I think you take half damage
Gotcha.
on a successful hit. So if they say, "Hey, rolled, it hits. Roll for damage. It hits for 6. It's 3."
I get 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
If you are able to cast spells, you can't cast them to. Oh yeah. During raging, you can't concentrate on spells. So if you were to multi-class into something else and you can cast a spell to concentrate, you can't do that.
Gotcha.
Because when you're raging, you can't concentrate on spells.
That makes sense.
Your rage lasts for a minute in-game time, and when it comes to one single turn in combat is 6 seconds.
Okay.
So if there are 8 of us in combat, that includes NPCs like hostiles.
Yep.
So it'd be you, me, Paige, and him.
Yep.
All 4 of us, plus another 4 enemies. Don't worry
I
about
have a
it.
fucking name, dick.
Yeah, it's ugh.
Get it right.
Again.
Okay.
The four of us plus
What he
four
was
enemies.
looking at was UGIN for the record.
Ogun. Ogun.
I agree. I think it's a good name. But
There are 8 people in combat.
Fucking
One
dick
turn
forgot my
is
name.
whoever has the highest initiative will start, and then whoever's the lowest ends it. But let's say you start, and then one of the enemies ends.
Go to the table.
That's one full turn. That's a full 6 seconds.
Wait,
is how the
wait,
game
Paige.
perceives it.
Can you imagine that I'm married to this woman?
to excuse myself.
What did you just do?
I'm laughing too hard. I need to calm down.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go to the table.
Rage lasts a minute if it ends and you are knocked unconscious, or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature. It's a kind of a double-edged sword almost, so when you rage, you have to constantly be attacking something, otherwise your rage will end.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're not constantly just hitting something.
So I can't. So I can't like break on my next turn to like heal Quinn. I can't do that. Or try to heal
You can
Quinn.
punch
Like,
Quinn,
but I
yeah.
can like punch him in the side of the head.
Yeah.
Basically.
Or
Like, knock his
theoretically,
head
I
out.
never even thought of this.
What if you did? What if you punched somebody in the arm? You tried not to punch him hard enough, but just to keep the rage go, have an attack. So
Well-
light punch an arm.
It depends. In this case, if you wanted to be like not have your rage end, but there's no enemies, but you think there might be more enemies showing up,
always
you
enemies
could
showing up.
do an unarmored attack for
Dude, just Hulk punch the crap.
not what is it? Is it non-lethal damage? I think is what it is.
Okay.
So you can do non-lethal damage to knock somebody out. In that case, you'd be like, "Hey, I'm gonna sheath my weapon or drop it." In this case, you could
Yeah.
drop it and just be like, "I'm gonna punch this guy for whatever non-lethal damage."
Gotcha. Okay.
In which case,
It makes me think of the Hulk and Loki thing where you just sidearm you just
Basically,
side
this
punch.
is basically
You're gonna punch me in the side of the head.
you could drop your hammer and then just right hook somebody.
Yeah.
That sounded sexual by the way you said that.
Don't look at me,
Dropped it.
man.
Don't look at Paige.
Paige knows a lot about Thor's hammer.
All right.
What? My husband was convinced that I had a thing for Thor because he's my favorite superhero because he's actually a Norse god, and that means he's the best superhero by default because he is a god. It is a thing. It is just that he is the best because he is a god.
No,
But she-
And my husband
But
was
she would cheat on me
convinced
to get at Thor's hammer. So
would you
that he
not-
decided
wait,
and perpetuated the.
Wait, so is it like the reverse?
it's been going on since like
Wait,
the
is
first
it like a
fucking
reverse?
Avengers
You had a
movie came out.
dream, she cheated on you, so you were mad at her for that?
No, it
Where
was
women
just
have
like,
the dream their husband cheated and they're mad
No,
at their
I
husbands
just
for their
Thor
dreams?
is my favorite superhero of the superheroes, and he just.
Here's the thing.
just latched on.
My
That's
favorite
right.
superhero, besides Captain America, isn't even a superhero. It's Agent Carter. Haley Artwell. Haley Artwell. Look it up.
Atwell.
Same thing.
I feel like
He could be a
women.
Norse god.
It's fair.
Yeah, guess what? His girlfriend broke up with him, and now he was sad for three and a half movies.
Yeah, and just like us, what if God was one of us, a big fat slob just like one of us, sitting around getting all big and fat like Thor did when he got depressed? Better of a god.
He had his finger on the bleep button.
I have a gun cock thing here. He was gonna hit the sewer slide on it. He was just.
Paige about to drop.
Anyway,
That sounds terrible.
the last thing you need to know
word.
about raging
What,
is
crazy?
you get a
Okay.
you get a certain number of rages until you need a long rest. I want to say at level 1 it's 2 rages, and then
Okay.
after you do those 2 rages, you have to long rest before you can recoup those 2 rages.
Is that like a nap? It's like my toddler. She just goes like haywire, then needs a nap to recuperate.
You have short rest and long rest. Each one has so a short rest is usually like certain
like 2 or 3 turns.
no. So
Oh.
certain classes, a short rest is described as more like an hour or 2, basically, like you take a nap. But certain classes, depending on certain things about them, like whether it's a feat or it's a spell or certain class bonuses or class-specific skills, a short rest is required to do something. In this case, he requires a long rest, which is a full night's sleep, for you to get your rage back.
Okay.
And that's something that we can explain later.
To get your rage back. Is that why when I walk into your office at 3 o'clock, you're just like drained already and your rage happened?
Now, as a barbarian, the biggest thing you have
Okay.
for you is unarmored defense. When you're not wearing any armor, your armor class is 10 plus your dexterity modifier and your constitution modifier. Most other people, the standard armor class is just 10 plus their dex modifier.
Gotcha.
You get your constitution modifier on top of that. And, you can use shield and still gain this benefit. I thought it was the other way around. That makes it a lot better for you to wear either no armor or light
That was
armor.
really
Okay.
Because certain armors will limit you on how
Yeah.
much your dexterity modifier, like certain heavy armors is you are limited to at a bare minimum of +2
Okay.
from your dexterity modifier. Whereas if you have high dexterity and high constitution, you can have 19 armor class, which is ridiculously high.
Okay.
Or you can continuously, as we level up, you can be like, hey, instead of taking a feat, I'm going to take the ability score increase of 2 points, and you can put 2 points into your constitution or dexterity, and then bump it up from a +2 to a +3.
Yes.
And then get a higher armor class.
All right.
So unarmored defense is a really good thing if you play into it from right off the bat. A reckless attack at starting at 2nd level. Oh, these are extra stuff.
Okay.
We can get into them a little later.
Yeah, that's
I think we're starting at level 3.
I believe that's what you said last time. Yeah.
So, okay.
I don't know what completely
Reckless
all the way
attack
around
at
last
2nd
time.
level, you can throw aside all concern for
dreamed so
defense.
bad to know who
You
you
attack
were.
with a fierce
But I have to go
desperation.
that way.
When you make
No,
your
I have
first
to go that
attack
way,
on
to
your
be fair.
turn, you can
That's
decide
what I'm saying.
to
Look,
attack
that way,
recklessly.
like-
Doing so gives you advantage on melee
fucking
weapon
trip hazard.
attack. So
Okay.
you roll with advantage.
Point. Difficult.
You're good.
But
You're
attack
fine.
rolls against you have advantage
Fine.
until
Just be
your
my
next
friend.
turn.
You get to draw my character for me.
That's pretty standard. It's pretty
Gotcha.
straightforward.
Yeah, that
So
makes
if you
sense.
roll, if you have a reckless attack, roll advantage. But then for the rest of your turn, if enemies attack you, they roll with advantage too.
Yeah. That makes sense.
It's a double-edged sword
Yeah.
too, but it works really nice.
I have a question for Tristan.
Sure.
Since you're the same character I am, basically, can we be twins?
You're an orc.
What are you? Are you a barbarian?
I'm a dwarf, bruh.
Sorry. Twins are different, so our parents could have. Oh!
And he was terrible for it. He was terrible, and then you weren't. And so
Or
you were,
he was
that's
adopted. You were a part of the village.
Why, and that's why you
Ah.
got hit in the face, because you were
Maybe.
protecting your little shit little brother.
Shitty little brother.
I'm older than he is. Wait.
Okay,
Yeah,
how old
fuck
are
you. I'm older than you are.
How old are you?
I'm going to be 33 this year.
He's
All
already
right.
33.
I'm already
He
33.
turned 33 on February 7th. I'm going to be 33 in May
May what?
19th.
18th. We just become best friends?
yeah.
Whoa, god damn.
29th.
Fuck you, Tanner. No, get back with the program.
It's a good month.
I'm the youngest person here. That's.
No, she's
Crazy.
upstairs. She
And
just
you're in
turned 2.
I don't remind me.
Yeah, you what?
And he's in charge. He's the youngest one, and he's in charge.
He's the most responsible. That's all.
Who the fuck said I was
the one with the
responsible?
I'll put a helmet on behind me. Don't play with me. I'll
Jesus
wear a
Christ.
helmet.
Okay, so that was reckless test. Danger sense. That's a pretty good one. 2nd level, you gain uncanny senses.
zone.
Just when you dodge away from danger, you would advantage
No,
on
that's how we get
dexterity
copyright.
saving
Stop.
throws.
Stop.
Okay.
That's how we get copyright.
So basically the same thing. If
Okay,
you
sorry.
need to,
Just making
if you
sure.
say, "Hey, dexterity saving throw,"
Because
then
it's 10% different. It's not copyright.
such as traps
It goes the same for.
can't be blinded, deafened, or incapacitated. So long as you're if you are any one of those three,
Yep. I
You-
can.
And another like
Use
I'm
this.
an artist.
dexterity saving throw against effects that you can see, such as traps and spells.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So if somebody,
That makes
if somebody uses a spell against you that requires you to do a dexterity saving throw,
Yep.
you gain advantage on the roll.
What, the
Same
top
thing.
one?
Roll twice,
That's
take the higher,
central
Cool.
curtains.
which is
okay.
pretty
So that's
nice.
the apartment. The apartment.
And
I just
then,
can't see it.
so at 3rd level, so in this case, we're starting at 3rd level.
The
So
best
you'll
set
get
I
the
have
primal path,
is
which means you
actually,
choose a
the
sub,
Iron
an
Man
archetype
gauntlet.
of
Okay.
barbarian. In this case, there are 2
two
main ones.
because it was a wiggle.
And then we can get on to the rest afterwards,
So this is
which
gonna be really
in this
weird,
case
which
is
like,
barbarian.
set that out.
And
Like the little kid
we
show I'm trying to
are
find that.
starting at
So
3, which means we get
you,
2
but-
proficiencies from the
But I'm gonna
barbarian
build it.
skill.
It's for you, but
Animal handling,
Touch it.
athletics,
I'm gonna do it.
animal handling, athletics, intimidation, nature, perception, or survival.
You know what? I'm gonna handle some animals.
Animal handling?
Yeah.
Okay. And your second one?
So what's nature?
Nature is, I want to say nature is based off of your
You're like
intelligence
you're like
score.
Snow White.
Basically, it depends on, let's say,
too.
hell yeah.
Wait, hang on.
Let's say the
Yeah, I think my wife's gonna be invited back before I am.
let's say the
You're always
4
welcome.
of us.
You know,
She needs. No.
a knee for knee.
I'm gonna say the best way to describe this is let's say the 4 of us are in I don't know a dungeon
Okay.
and we come across a glowing plant. You can try to you can roll a
Gotcha.
nature roll to try and figure out what that plant
Oh,
is.
okay.
I
I'm
would
gonna
say
go with
that's the best way.
perception.
Perception?
Yep.
That's a good one.
Yep.
That'll be because you say, hey, somebody says, say we walk into an empty room or what
Yep.
we think is empty. Shane will be like, hey, roll perception check. In this case, you'll have the perception.
Because you can see in the dark, and then you can tell the animals, right? No.
In this case, with proficiency, that means you add your proficiency bonus to that roll. So say,
Okay.
hey, roll perception, then you roll. Would it be like a 1 plus your proficiency bonus? So at level 3, I think it's like a 2 or 3. So you
Okay.
roll with a +1
Cool.
to that. Basically, any skill or anything you have proficient with, you roll with your proficiency bonus, and your proficiency bonus will go up as our levels go up.
Sweet.
Like I said, it's a lot easier if I had the.
Yeah, I
Handbook here.
apologize.
It's all right. Don't
But because I think my I mean, you and I, like I said, we might work really well together.
Is yours? I want to say you have.
I have not perception.
No, you have intimidation and athletics. I want to say it's athletics.
Yeah.
Yeah, athletics and intimidation are your proficiency.
Yeah.
Rage, first level armor, defense, reckless attack.
If you remember
primal
the
path.
Henry Cap does the arm load before we get into a fight.
Usually there's more,
I'll show
but
you the clip.
Path of the Berserker is probably the one you'll. It's the same as his, but honestly, Path of the Berserker is pretty good off the bat.
I'm down with that.
It's basically take a barbarian's rage and times it by 2.
Okay.
You get a lot of extra. So you get Frenzy, which starting at 3rd level, when you go into a frenzy, so when you rage, you can say, I'm going to go into a frenzy.
Yep.
You do so for the duration of your rage. You can make a single melee weapon attack as a bonus action on each of your turns after that one. And honestly, for Berserker, it's at a higher level, but you get, I think when you frenzy or rage, like you don't get affected by, you can't be charmed along those lines, which is a really nice, especially if you're facing spellcasters on the enemy team. But that's pretty much that one.
Cool.
We haven't even your abilities.
Tristan, I like your shirt today, by the way.
Oh, thank you. My Space Cthulhu. Fucking space.
That looks like a cryptid.
squid.
I'm not gonna lie. It looks like something I would see as a cryptid.
Oh, it's some shit.
Don't get Paige started. She'll be back on the episode for that. She'll be back on the podcast.
Have you guys done a serial killer episode yet?
No, because we were waiting for you guys.
I have opinions. I have very strong opinions, and I can tell you which one did it right.
Real quick
You're
tangent.
not ready for
Who
that
won the
conversation.
game?
You're not ready for that conversation.
I don't think you can win
You
the game.
can win the game. And he did.
I pooped. I pooped.
Got a skid mark there.
But, no,
He
but.
won. He did the thing. And then he was done.
When it
I don't know,
comes
if it's your
to
episode.
Serial killer, well done. Still alive.
So you can listen to Paige all about serial killers for how long's your podcast going?
I have no idea.
I think you made Quinn deeply uncomfortable.
I think you scared him.
I need therapy.
That's not like being married to me.
Blink twice if
I
you feel.
guess you're in therapy.
Hey, just like the other day, do you feel safe at home? I have to. She's sitting right here. Whoa! We do not promote that on the show. It was all in, this is all in a joking
Okay,
manner.
so when we built Quinn's character, we are going off the, I want to say it's the standard array, so you get 6 different numbers to distribute to your abilities. You get 14, 15, 13, 12, 10, and 8.
Okay.
I would say, first thing, do strength at 15,
Okay.
because that's going to be your, when we get into combat, all of your attacks are going to be based off of strength.
Yep, that makes sense.
Right
So
off the bat.
so my class, my race.
Basically. So your highest score is going to be strength, which gives you, I want to say, what is it? 25. I don't remember what it actually is.
You're leaning away from me.
No, we really. What do you want your
I'm
lowest
uncomfortable.
ability to be?
My lowest ability as.
Comfortable.
So which one's the? I feel like. Can you explain to me Constitution real quick? Just.
That's the thing that
okay,
governs
health.
the
So I wanna
United
keep my
States of
health good.
America.
You probably want to keep your health high.
All right, so I'm gonna trust that.
Fucking
I'm gonna trust that you and Paige have the
Dad joke.
charisma somewhere in there.
Well,
I'm gonna keep my charisma.
fun fact, I'm going to be playing a paladin, which with a paladin as a half caster, their casting ability is based off of charisma.
Gotcha. So you're gonna go high on the. So you know what? I'll go low on the charisma side of things.
Oh, you will?
Yeah.
You want that to be your second highest or your lowest?
I think I want that to be my lowest.
Your lowest. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna lean on you guys for the charisma side.
That's
I'm
fine.
doing
Just like
most
at
parts
work.
of my life.
Just like at work. No.
Okay, so that's your lowest. Then in that
talks
case,
to
we'll
him, not
say
me. He's the
your next
basic
highest will be
shit. I'm the-
Constitution, because obviously you're going to be a frontline damage dealer.
Yeah. Dexterity, I would go next.
You want to do your dexterity as a 13, that's fine. You're gonna be,
Intelligence,
Pause button,
wisdom.
by the way. It'll cut the mic.
so intelligence, we can go at 12 because you have nature, which is based off of. And if you're going to be making a history check, that's going to be based off of intelligence checks too, in case you want to play into that.
Okay.
Which is fine because
Nothing
a 12 will give you a
Napoleon
plus.
is-
I want to say 12 is a
Napoleon's
plus
in
1, so
Napoleon.
at a 10 or
Napoleon actually
11
did shit.
in your
And he
ability
actually
scores is
wasn't
a
very
plus
short. He was
0
actually higher than
to any
me.
rolls.
It was 5,
12 and
6 or
13 is a
something?
plus
He
1.
was-
Yeah.
14 and 15 are a
Maybe
plus
he was
2,
like 5,
and
maybe
then
he was
so
like
on and so
7,
forth,
so
all the
we
way up
were
to
close.
20.
But I think
Okay,
the
cool.
average
That makes sense.
At a 15, you get
So
a
he was-
plus, what did I say, plus 2?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, so he's like Tanner's height now.
11 and.
Tanner, how tall are you?
13.
5'5"?
I've started shrinking.
He started drinking.
5'7".
Oh, we're gonna call you Napoleon from now on.
Why do I even come over here?
because you love me and I was going to offer you food, but you're like, I can't stay for dinner. That just means more shepherd's pie for the three of us. What did you say?
Because then you'd live you doing it all by yourself.
I'd be fucking lost. I'd have Shane on conference call right now.
Yeah, that's true. And then we'll make your wisdom a 10. Basically, your ability scores, look at them as the average person would be a 10.
Okay.
If you base it off of your average, like just average people. So a 10 is anything above that, and you start getting the light. So at 15, you're pretty freaking strong. And then even further, if you're at 20, you are ridiculously strong.
Okay.
So that's actually pretty good.
Sorry. We're having our own side conversations over here. I do apologize.
How does this work on podcasts?
It's fantastic, by the way.
It's so
By the way,
chaotic.
the last episode, with you, me, and Shane,
Audio gold.
was our second highest episode on YouTube.
Oh, then this is going to be ridiculous.
This is going to be great.
This is going to tank. Nobody's going to...
So my guy's name's Uga, right?
Okay.
But he can't stand gore, so he goes,
Okay.
Paige is what?
That's going to be a sound clip.
I can't take this.
The fetal position. Hey, go turn that. Can you please turn that fan on, Tanner?
Okay.
Tanner, can you turn that fan? Fuck, I'm sweating.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, yes?
It's because Paige is bringing a fire.
Stop.
No, you're telling me to stop, not you.
No, you keep going.
Now just wait till I snort.
What?
Over here.
Did you put that
Right.
3?
Tristan's over here. You guys have no idea.
Tristan's like, I
Okay.
don't know why I'm
This
here.
is how she is
So
for
this is
real,
the
like,
what I was trying to talk about. So your modifier is based off
this
of
is
your score.
Paige,
So you have a
at 9
plus
hours, you're
2
not at
for your
work.
strength,
Yep.
where you are, and then a
don't
plus
know
1
what's
for
9 hours.
dexterity,
What
a
is your
plus.
schedule?
Okay,
No.
certain
Basically.
classes
must be nice.
get extra bonuses
Yeah.
depending
I'm
on.
already 6
So
hours
as a
over for this
barbarian, I
pay
want to
period.
say yours should be racial. Oh, you get a racial bonus. Okay. As a barbarian, or excuse me, as a dwarf, you get a barbarian or a bonus to Constitution.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which is actually really nice
Yeah, I'll take it.
because then you get a plus 2. And you get
+1 for
a
intelligence.
plus 1 for intelligence, a 0 for wisdom. Actually, you get a racial bonus to that as well, so you're at 11 instead
damn.
of a 10.
All right.
It's really, so certain.
So I kind of
races
just
are
rolled
nice.
the dice with this, and it kind of actually worked out
No,
pretty
it's
well.
pretty good. You can get pretty crazy with it.
And then my modifier for
Get it? Roll the
I guess
dice.
one.
Get it? Roll the dice. He made a dad joke.
Ha 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 ha.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Okay, cool. I think we're making fun.
Was it you?
Okay.
It was him. That was such a fake laugh.
God.
Jesus.
Shit.
We're all gonna
Resident
die.
alien.
Okay.
We're all gonna die.
All right, so those are
You ever
your
seen the show
abilities.
Resident Alien?
And
No.
we'll move on to
We don't have cable. We have streaming services.
description,
Oh,
your
wait.
background.
It's on,
What do you want your
Hulu?
background to
Oh,
be?
oh,
Hang on.
You should watch it.
You got
been
soldier,
watching
sage,
Alien.
noble, haunted one,
He doesn't
folk
know
hero,
how to
criminal spy, or
I'll
acolyte.
be haunted
He
one.
laughs out of his mouth like he does.
Yeah, I
in
feel like
don't
the, like
actually
goes
know-
with like the half beard
Or
burnt.
you, or your whole-
I'm haunted.
You are haunted by something so terrible you dare not speak of it.
His wife.
We're not together in this yet.
Haunting can't be
Yeah.
suspended.
Then
Might
yeah,
come
she's about
to you as a
haunted.
shadow on the
She better
wall,
be
blood
dead.
turning nightmare,
Fuck that bitch.
memory.
Fuck that bitch.
Fuck that.
So what is your your master? Is he also like the person taking care of you?
Oh yeah. So here's what I'm. Okay. So I'm totally figured it out. So
Okay.
mysterious backstory.
Can you
but
move closer to the
basically,
mic, please?
I become the
Scooch.
apprentice of
Sorry,
a.
You're very far away from
Sorry.
the mic.
Yes. I am
Director of
apprentice,
marketing.
or I'm an apprentice
Yeah.
of a master human blacksmith
Okay.
who is a total drunken douchebag.
I feel personally attacked by that comment.
Whatever this dark thing in my past that I don't want to speak of, we're just gonna say that's happened. That is what happened before I ended up basically with the blacksmith.
Oh, but
I just
okay, but
showed up in there one day.
you just showed up one day and he
Oh, so
excited
he,
you.
Yeah, because I'm a
Yes.
dwarf, so
Okay.
I'm like I have a natural inclination. He looks at me and he's
So
like,
take advantage.
I can make use of this fucking little
Take
short
advantage.
bastard.
Basically, you just showed
You
up as
can
like a
reach
vagrant.
places
He took
normal
you
people can't reach.
in. Your
Maybe the
master
blacksmith
saw
was-
you as
he
a
was
vagrant. You
subpar.
showed up one day and he took you in.
He was
Basically,
a
yeah.
subpar
Yeah.
blacksmith who
Hang on to that
saw
because when Shane
somebody's
gets here,
natural
that's going to be
abilities to take
great if you
advantage
explain that
of.
to him because maybe he can incorporate
Alright.
that into the story.
Sweet,
You
sounds
should
good.
have.
And yeah, so that haunted one
I'll
works
do a
out
little
perfect
bit.
because
Yeah,
I wasn't
I'll
sure
give
what
you
happened
something
before.
that-
Okay, that works. Skill proficiency. You got Arcana, Investigation, Religion,
die
and
now, aren't I?
Survival.
I'm gonna say
Big mouth. Okay.
survival.
Survival. Okay, I want to say
No, don't take the earrings
survival
out.
is. I don't remember. I think
Are they cool
survival is
They are pretty cool though.
They're my
an
most,
intelligence.
And I'm
You got
guessing
on
is like
Friday when I saw you
arcane
guys?
stuff.
Yeah,
Probably
arcane
not.
is also
What do you
intelligence.
mean? Oh, the
Alright.
color?
Yeah.
I've always been there.
So is religion.
Never know.
Investigation might be still.
Well, you do sit in the back, so
So
it
that
is
might. You know, fuck it. I'll do it with.
I also,
I'll do investigation.
Don't
Okay.
like people. I hide. So.
Either way, even
I
if
don't like
you
people
have a
either, but I'm
negative,
forced
like
to deal with
your
them.
proficiency bonus can also help make up for that too.
Okay.
But then also, as we level up, like I said, when certain levels, you can either take a feat or an ability score increase, which is usually plus 2 points. So if you want to take your charisma and up it to 10 so you don't have a negative in it, you can do that. Or if you want to say, hey, I have a 15 strength, I want to bump it up to 17.
Okay. That makes
That works
sense.
too.
Cool.
Probably not even.
Darkness. Those who look in the eyes, more stranger darkness, thought fear colors extend you every courtesy and do their utmost to help you unless you have shown yourself to be a danger to them.
Oh, cool. People are actually gonna try and help me because I'm a
They feel bad for you.
basically I'm a
That might be.
They
that
feel
might
bad
also,
for you.
I'm a dark ass motherfucker is what I am. Yeah.
edgy.
That's Paige.
Though they might fear you, commoners will extend every courtesy and
Wait, did you
do
hear about my
their
character?
utmost to help
wait,
you.
so basically they feel bad for you? Is that what that is?
Kinda, yeah.
They feel bad for you because you're a dwarf?
Your tragic backstory.
No, because of his backstory.
You know, they fear my whole
Facial
fucking
injury.
situation. They like fear me, and they're like, "Oh, all right, man, we're gonna help you." Because
So you're the
like,
hunchback.
Like, basically, yeah.
You're Quasimodo.
Fuck you,
Uh,
Quasimodo half beard, quasi half beard.
That just.
I
seems
want
like
to
you have a
say.
beard.
Hang on here.
It just seems like you have a fun beard. Which actually you do, because it wouldn't technically be half if it was just like a sword's width of a burn. So
Yeah, but is it a wide-bladed sword? Because that could be like
You-
we're gonna have to wait.
Get 2 extra language proficiencies, which is really nice. So you probably speak Common and Dwarf, and then
Okay.
you have 2 others you can pick from as well.
All right, so I feel like Elvish is probably a good one.
Okay, that works. And then you get a rare language too.
All right, so
Deep
German.
speech, Draconic, Infernal, Primordial, really, or Undercommon. Interesting.
is there a
I don't know the whole premise of this, how this campaign is going to run. So
I like
Infernal.
badass.
Okay, I want to
But
say
what I'm gonna do
Infernal
is I'm gonna
basically
put it-
deals
I
with
should
demons. I want to say.
Because I'm gonna do that.
Undercommon would be if you're
That way.
dealing with the Underdark people, so you can talk to Dark Dwarves
okay?
or
like,
the
yeah.
Deep Dwarves or whatever they're called.
So
I
Wait,
don't
you said
know.
that's deep
So
speech.
Shane has
That's
the tape
Undercommon.
program.
Oh,
Because
I
he's
want to
done
say
a
Deep
lot of
Speech
these
is
campaigns.
entirely
everything
different,
is- we're
and
doing
so
right
is
now
Abyssal.
tied
Celestials
to
is
our
like
campaign.
angels and
Okay.
shit.
So he can go in
Gotcha.
and observe
See,
and
what
just
did I just do
change
Undercommon
things
then?
if we need to.
Whatever you
So
want to do.
not
If you
as a
want
dwarf, I
if
feel
you
like
want
I
to
should-
do, what'd you say, Infernal?
Because, like I said,
Yeah, I
feel
think I
like
was thinking about
count
Infernal.
That
whatever
one, you never know. It may come in
Yeah,
handy.
fuck it. Let's do Infernal. Let's do
Whatever
Infernal.
you fucking want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
We'll do Elvish and
that's why I was
Infernal,
wondering if we can actually-
Darkness, and now we get into different character traits. You've got
There's a-
personality traits.
All right, do I do these right now?
You can either roll a d8 or you can just pick one.
Wait, so I just choose one of these?
Which one do you want to choose?
Okay.
It just depends. We can even ignore these. 'cause
I'll do
you can
number
come up
5.
with you can come up with your own as well.
I'll do number 5.
We'll do number 5.
Yep.
Okay.
Play into my current
And
situation.
I think it's choose 2, so you can pick another one.
Oh, okay.
And 7. Okay. And then your ideals.
All right. Help most. Yeah, I'll stop the spirits. Well, let me look. Did 1.
Bonds.
It's okay. It's not the best microphone.
Did you just
You
say?
said it was a hot mic. I said it's okay. It's not the
Number 4.
best microphone.
Number
I've ever
4.
seen.
Haha,
So I
dick
mean,
joke.
they
Cookies?
Have certain rituals.
Oh,
that-
They're little patches with evil eyes in the center for protection.
nice.
That's mine. That's Tristan. So then I'm making the. I'm working on them. I have
For
to
the
make-
dog?
I have to make 500.
How many do you have to make?
Go first.
I think you said 500. Like, God damn.
No, 5.
Why does I talk to spirits? No one else can see a flaw. I like that. I'm gonna talk to myself like a crazy person.
There you go.
Fuck yeah.
Hey, that also might help with your perception, though, too. Or
Oh, here you go. You can also choose your alignment.
Oh, cool.
no. I have no idea what we're doing with you guys.
I
can't
feel like
see the
neutral is 2.
True neutral.
You
Yeah.
would be lawful neutral, I believe, if you yourself.
Nah,
Yeah,
fuck it.
you-
Yeah,
knowing-
make me lawful neutral.
screen. Knowing you
But-
personally, you would follow the law,
Lawful neutral, though.
but you'd
right?
also bend the rule
do
sometimes.
the right thing and when it called for. Isn't that what lawful neutral would be?
Pretty
Where it's-
much.
Where it's
I
like
would
try
say-
to follow the law, but I.
I would say yes.
Where it's, he tries to do the right thing even if it's not necessarily the law. Whatever that is.
This was explained to me one time. There's a video I can have that was really good at it. Kind of good at explaining it in a funny way, but makes sense. Yeah, pretty
Lawful
much.
neutral There we go. Lawful neutral. Individuals act in accordance with the law, tradition, or personal codes. Many monks or some wizards are lawful neutral.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like
Personal
that for you.
codes is the only part that really applies.
I
So,
have
yeah,
no
wouldn't
personal.
say so.
Never mind.
I wouldn't say so. I would change it.
Basically, lawful neutral is you follow the law because it is the law,
Yeah, so
and
no.
that's about it.
No. Yeah, so that's not
NWA
right.
said it best.
Fuck the police. Yo, okay, real quick story on that.
I was waiting.
Real quick story.
Real quick story.
I was waiting for somebody to chime in. Dre said it with a
So the only car accident I've ever been in that was my fault, which is one or two, when I sideswiped some poor old woman and ended up in a field that belonged to some Amish people, 10 feet away from my cow. It was like ridiculous by the time my car stopped. And so when the cop showed up to do cop things and all that, guess what was on the fucking radio?
Then he turns his car on just to make sure it's still working. And then
I turn on the car so I can pull out of fuck the police. And then not even like Sirius XM. Nope, just like right up on my playlist. Like what I was fucking listening to as I sideswiped an old fucking Dutch
I'm not
lady.
gonna lie, that's like a
Like-
fear of mine. If I ever get pulled over, like that song's just come on, be like, just take me now.
Now luckily he had a good he had a pretty good sense. He
Now, if
kinda
you would have
laughed
came up,
at it,
if you
but,
would have
like,
came up and started like singing along with the song, I'd be like, "Are you a real cop?" Like,
probably didn't hurt that. Like, I was just like,
I don't think we did a lot of this for Quinn's character, but we can do it just for shits and giggles. Because it's a lot of this is if you really want to build your character, hey, this is, you want to flesh that character.
did we
So
go
my
through,
question-
go through the custom thing
Could
for
we
him, or
log
did
the-
we do simple?
Could we log in on our own phones, then he could update it then?
I'm gonna have
for the
the-
more personal, nuanced.
Like I said, I'm gonna have Shane review everything
Okay.
when he has time,
Okay.
and then he'll send me the updated link, and then I'll put all 5 of us in a group chat,
Okay.
and then that way we can all be connected.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say because basically if it's like little fun little things or whatever, then yeah, I could see like us doing that. Like,
Yeah.
You know, at a different time,
Yeah.
that's totally
Like-
fine.
Yeah, like we've pretty much gotten through a lot. Like last real things we need to do is like
Yes or no?
yeah,
all right, sorry.
gone through that.
Yep.
We've gone through these. Like you
Alright,
can come up with like lifestyle. That one's
That good, huh?
totally out of my. That one's
Alright,
over my
yeah, I'm not
knee
worried
list.
about it.
We'll just keep going. We can update these later.
Yeah,
So
that's fine.
equipment, starting equipment, great axe or any martial melee weapon. In which case, if you want to do
Great axe is a two-handed weapon, right?
great axe is two-handed, but any martial weapon. Here, let me try and find.
Let's say I'm not quite sure what a
I
martial.
have 5th edition items.
Oh.
Because you're probably gonna want a hammer, right?
Yeah, like
He kind of wants that blacksmithing hammer
a hammer and a sword is what I'm hoping for.
for the.
No, you take the small one.
Any martial weapon.
If you get that reference, we can be friends. I already consider you a friend. You're the person I can confide at work that when I just want to talk shit on people.
I might have.
Or like, hey, I have an idea. What do you think of this? Yeah, that'll work. Okay, great. Can you do this and this? And you just go, fuck.
That's effectively most of my day at work. So I'm like, can you listen to?
Fuck.
Yes.
Yeah, guess what? Wait, you and I have the same job then?
Yeah,
Wait a
basically.
second. Oh. At least somebody.
Doing shit that other people should be doing. Y'all. Are we
Yeah,
in that? Are we in
yeah,
that? Are we
yeah.
in that Spider-Man picture?
Huh? No, not Tanner. Fuck Tanner. He doesn't do shit at work.
All right, we're in
Wow.
the new Spider-Man picture.
Wow. Damn.
The new Spider-Man picture.
Or a football Tanner.
Fuck you,
Jesus.
Entirely the most abused person about him. We're all like, fuck it.
He is the most abused person in our
It
office.
must be so easy to go to everybody's office
Oh,
all the
hey,
time
wait,
for every
wait,
tiny problem. they
Wait,
have
I'm
every
gonna
day
make
all
it.
the
I'm gonna make it
time.
even worse. Hey, Tanner, Nicole's laptop upstairs can't connect to our printer. Can you fix that?
Anyway, probably I want to say it's gonna be a warhammer. If we do any martial weapon, yeah.
Oh,
here
okay,
we go.
cool.
That sounds sexual.
Sword, battle axe, flail, great axe,
It reminds me of that
great
scene
sword,
from,
halberd,
what the fuck's that
lance,
movie?
warhammer.
Oh, war pick.
Maybe.
A war
Yeah.
pick?
Oh, hell yeah. I think that's basically what I was looking for. I feel like
Okay.
it's approximately.
A war, yeah.
I'm going to take a picture of it, and I feel like that's what I'm looking for right now.
Probably. Here, let me.
I just want to know what's on the
Yep,
notepad underneath
that
Tristian's
is
phone.
almost like
the list
precisely
of
what I was
notes I
thinking
see
of.
in the back of his phone.
Yeah.
Is it passwords? What's the list on the back of your phone case? Is it passwords?
Wonderful things for my wife. War
No.
pick. Yeah, man.
Kiss ass.
Please remember, I love you. Breathe in, hold out. We can do anything for 10 seconds.
Wow.
And more wonderful fucking things.
Wait, the fact that she said 10 seconds is like your minimum.
Okay, war
I
pick
mean,
is
if you were
a.
that good, 10 seconds would be all you needed. So.
What?
Wait, what? I'm not even sure what that means.
I don't have a button for that one. I don't have a damn button.
Very
Wait.
good at what you
Damn.
do. You are very good at what you do.
Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
War pick. War pick is probably going to be a one-handed. You get a
Yep.
when you roll for damage, it's going to be a 1d8 piercing.
Cool.
So we'll do war pick and
I just asked you guys.
So
if
is
you
there a
guys wanted to
second
play
one there then?
D&D.
Because-
yeah,
he went,
you've got 2
yeah,
hand axes
he was like a
or
kid.
a simple
Yeah.
weapon.
That's how it
Which
went.
here you go. You've got a
I've
list of
taken
things.
notes.
Is that a
I don't
bring
think-
security?
Come on.
You could also
It's
argue
a
with,
BTK.
maybe not argue,
Please
but
tell
you
me
could
the
talk
one
to
you're not.
Shane
Snares.
about whether you wanted
Johnson,
to
come
do
home,
anything
drinking
else. But
paradise.
I think I'm gonna go with the.
so 2 hand
I'm going
axes
to show you.
or
I'm going to print off for
I'm
the.
gonna go
I'm
with
gonna get
a,
made for the office.
Is it Versal?
Hey, for my
Oh, you.
for my
No,
department.
fuck it. I'm gonna go with a
for my
dagger.
department.
Kind
a
of
dagger
Yeah, I feel like
Oh, nice.
a
Actually, can I have
short
one for my
sword
department
kind of
too?
dagger.
and an
situation.
explorer's pack with 4 javelins.
All right.
That's pretty nice. So your javelins are a thrown weapon, so you can.
All right.
Chuck
So
them
I do have
bitches.
some
Oh, like,
fucking
yeah,
range
Fuck
like,
stuff.
them bitches.
like my hatchets.
Achoo.
Oh my.
Haunted one starting pack. Oh yeah, there you go. For you, so your background as a haunted one
Here,
gives
show
you
that to
this. It includes a chest crowbar, a chest, a crowbar, a
Pack of
hammer,
40s,
3 wooden
20
stakes,
bucks.
holy symbol, flask of holy water, and a set of manacles, steel mirror, a flask of oil, tinderbox, 3 torches.
Cool.
So just
That's
basically just very
solid.
extra equipment. Common
Wait, you have
clothes,
torches?
silver coin,
Grab your torch and pitchforks.
trinkets,
We're
special.
cool.
Okay.
Cool.
So that's your equipment, stuff that
Alright.
you'll have on your person, and pretty much how that goes.
All right.
So his character is done.
Here, did you come up with a name?
Oh yeah. What was it? You wrote it down.
Fork. No. What?
Frackum?
Frackum.
Frackum.
But I did it like with a
F-R-A.
tried to make it nice and
How'd you spell it?
F-R-A-K apostrophe M.
Okay, so the way I was saying it was F-R-A-C hyphen E or dash or apostrophe E-M.
Oh, that's a good one too though. Do you want a K or a C?
I'm gonna do C.
How do you
Frackum.
spell it?
Rag'em. Ragball. Oh, God. That was a core memory unlock. Thanks, Tristan. Remember Rock'em Willie on YouTube?
Oh, I can't.
I don't.
Nah, maybe not. Weird.
I would say if you guys want to switch seats, then it's possible. If not, I can turn the mic word to word.
No, we can do that.
Because I'm pretty much just a
Alright.
pretty face on this episode. Tanner, I'm glad to see you got a haircut back from the 1950s poster that says number 3.
Oh, I didn't realize that. No wonder Tanner's staying for dinner. It's roast him. That was a good joke.
Hey, buddy.
Howdy.
Turn the other side of the
I
table.
was actually on your side saying that you were being roasted, and that's why you're not staying for dinner. But,
You know how many times he's told me that one
Yeah, so
about the
I'm
whole number 3 haircut?
oh yeah, really?
So
More times than I care to fucking remember.
More than
Hey,
three.
More.
Hey, you're my top 3 favorite coworkers, so shut the fuck up and earn your place.
Damn.
I would say who's number 1, but they're not here and they're a part-time employee, so it doesn't count. You know we have cup holders in here, right?
We do. But
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's what Paige is. You tricked me.
I was betrayed. A
Okay.
cat with an empty cardboard box as a trap. And I saw this, and I thought I was being polite, and then I was like, this.
Wait
And
a
then
sec.
I went like this, and I was like, is it gonna fit? Maybe it doesn't fit. Maybe that's why he didn't.
No, because
And then I looked over at him and I pointed.
because this is a custom built table. When I built this table, I ordered 3 different sets of these, and I made sure I could fit the biggest cannon possible that I
Beautiful,
had.
beautiful.
You know what doesn't fit in this? A fucking Yeti.
All right. So you're a tiefling.
You know
Yeah.
what a Yeti does fit in though?
What?
My truck cup holders.
Dark
That's the only cup that
hellish
fits
resistance,
perfectly in my truck
not
cup.
resistance.
Everything else like rolls around and
legacy.
fucking spills.
Have you
Damn
been
it!
looking up? Have you been looking up some stuff?
Ish.
Ish.
This is
So,
gonna be
you know,
this is gonna be the entertaining
Originally,
part.
what I wanted, obviously, drew it because the animals. And then I was like, oh, half demon, half not. That's pretty fucking dope. I think I'd like to be that too. So essentially, what I'm going with to get the druid in there is found in the woods, surrounded by critters and stuff, by a forest gnome. Who then raised me to be the druid that
Oh,
she
there you
is.
go.
And her name is Poppy Glimmerglow, and my name is Dagnathea Glimmerglow, but I go by Dag, so people think it's Dagger. It's not. Because other tieflings have cool names like Torment and Suffering, and mine is Dagnathea.
And just Dag for short.
Yeah. My last name
Makes
is
sense.
also Glimmerglow because I was raised by a forest gnome.
I'm not gonna judge you because you terrify me. So I'm just.
That's the whole shtick is that, so part of it is that I have these like gigantic horns and then my hair pretty much looks like how it does now, where usually
Wait a
they
second.
have dark color that's either just one color, but they can also have blue, and so mine is weird. And I have all of the
The
colors.
best thing you said is what you told me the other day at work. What do you
Someone have a
order?
cloak?
Yeah, what are you ordering off of Amazon?
A cloak. You know why? Because forest gnomes have cloaks that they usually embroider, and guess what I'm bringing in? Embroidered patches for everybody.
Oh.
Ooh.
I like it when guests
They
bring
actually
us patches or
exist.
bring us
I'm
gifts.
working on
Shane
them.
usually brings like a
I'm not a
12
guest
a six-pack
anymore.
of
If I don't
beer
live here,
for
I'm
him and I. Tanner
So-
just brings himself and his
They're just little
attitude.
Wow.
I love you.
Got
I know.
You're my favorite mix. Next to Pam.
Careful there. You're tiptoeing.
You want me to say the other name too?
What's the other one?
Because Caitlin scares me as well.
That's fair. So we're on to the druid, spellcasting. I want to say...
What is a cantrip?
So cantrips are basically, you can cast cantrips no matter. For spellcasting, you have first and second, third level spells, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
If anything falls under any of those lists, you can only cast them a handful of times depending on your current level.
Until you recharge, right?
Yes, basically.
Cool.
Cantrips usually, or from my whole understanding, which should be correct, and I haven't drank any water today, so this is hitting me really hard right now. But cantrips, you can cast a cantrip unlimited amount of times during combat.
Cool. Okay.
So anything that's considered a cantrip, you can, during combat.
Because when I said I just read catnip, because my brain switches the words, and so I'm like catnips, and then it's cantrips.
Yeah,
and then,
yeah.
okay,
So
makes sense.
so cantrips are very useful in that sense.
Very
It's like
cool.
you can just continuously cast them no matter what, and they don't count against anything. So
Cool.
so you've got prepared, and so I guess for druids there should be a table of spells you have access to. Certain ones you have to have prepared. So basically prepared spells are, you have a list of spells that you pick. Let's say there's a list of 6. Your prepared spells are a certain number of those. So out of 6 spells, you can prepare 3 or 4 for that day.
Okay. So then
Now
they're-
you can change that. Now I want to say it's with wizards you can change it. Like wizards, a long rest. When you long rest, you can change your prepared spells for the next day.
Okay, so then that means you don't have to do any kind of charging time, right? They're ready to go.
Yeah, yes, they're
Gotcha.
usually
I
they should be
understand.
ready to go. You've got that list of 6. Say, okay, for the next day, I want these 4, and then you can have them prepared. And then the next day, you want to change that list. You can pick a different 4 and have them for that.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yep, that's
Yep.
what it says. Cool.
Your spell casting ability is based off of your wisdom. When you basically cast spells and you roll to hit or roll for damage, or you do a spell DC save or spell attack modifier, it's based off of your wisdom modifier.
Okay. So having high wisdom would be good.
Yep, with ritual this is the one thing I don't ritual casting. You can cast a druid spell as a ritual if that spell has the ritual tag and you have the spell
Maybe it's an
prepared.
item I have to find. Is that maybe what
Maybe.
a ritual tag is?
I think ritual spells are similar to cantrips in a way where you can cast them. You can say, hey, I'm going to ritual cast this, and then maybe you can only ritual cast certain spells a number of times a day before having to either short or long rest.
Or maybe if the tag is like a one use or something.
Maybe.
Something like
It could
that,
be
I don't
any
know.
one of those. Druidic focus, spellcasting focus on your druid spells. We'll get to that when... Okay, wild shaping. That's a fun one.
Wait, what is it?
Wild shaping. Druids can wild shape into a certain animal. Like I think at a certain level you can wild shape into an owl bear or a displacer beast.
Fuck is an owl? Wait, what's an owl bear?
I need to make sure everybody knows.
Because that terrifies me now if I don't know what an owl bear
Look
is.
up an
Before
owl
we go
bear.
on this
Tristan, that's
campaign,
not your
everybody
cup, by
needs
the
to
way, that's
understand
yours.
that Paige, the Dagnathea, will be going at every monster we encounter at least once, just to see if it works.
So you're gonna try and befriend every animal that comes across us? You still...
Do you not?
No, not really. I usually shoot them.
Then that's your problem.
I'm sorry. Ah! That's fucking terrifying.
Owl bear,
That is
owl bear,
terrifying.
owl bear,
Fucking
a bear with an owl face.
No, that's terrifying.
Now, everybody who's listening that has ever played D&D, understand that I've never played a druid, so I would have to read up on everything to make sure
Oh,
that
that's a
would
cute
be
little
correct.
fucker.
But
That's
at a certain
cute.
level, you should be
I
able
can
to...
That's
turn into
terrifying.
some shit.
So like,
I'd rather
here's
not.
kind of beast shape. So at second level, you can do like a wolf.
I can be a wolf, you guys.
But owl bear.
Owl bear.
Eventually.
So
They're
are
just jealous.
They are jealous. So there are a couple rules we need. So here are some things you need to know if you are transformed into a certain beast. So beast shape for a number of hours equal to half of your druid level, rounded down.
Yeah.
If you're level 3, you can do
She backhands you. Again.
what?
If you have another black eye.
Let's just say half an hour. So if you're level 3, you can stay shaped, just transform for an hour. Then you have to return to
is why you
normal
get beat
unless
up.
you expend another use of this feature. You can revert to your normal form earlier by using a bonus action on your turn You automatically revert if you fall unconscious or drop to 0 hit points or die.
Okay.
And then there's a couple
Johnny
other rules.
Mm-hmm.
We can always print out these if you want to
Yeah,
keep
we'll
them
go
on hand.
over them. Yeah.
When
It's always
Shane
like
is here and
double
I'm
aged.
not quite so buzzed, I can.
But yes, I actually would very much like to have that
It's
printed
the
out.
dry
I like
box.
having
Yeah, no, that's great. Especially like for
I brought
anybody.
a notebook.
Yeah, no, it's great to have extra information, especially
Yes.
just on hand if you don't remember it, because then if you want to argue something with the DM, because you can always, if the DM allows it and you can argue it with them, say like, hey,
they're-
I want to do this, and you can prove to them that you can do it, and they okay it, that's a great thing.
Fantastic.
Every time you say that, you have to go, look what I can do. You have to do Stuart from
What I
Mac
can
TV. Look what I can do.
Oh,
Okay, so here's what
I
I,
think
was
I got a lot
trying to
more
find. So
sound
when you
put-
wild shape
sound
at
put
certain
on
levels,
that.
you can challenge
of
rate.
any beast that you've
So
seen.
beasts, or let's just say creatures, have what they call challenge ratings. So
Mm-hmm.
challenge ratings are based off of what they are, what their ability scores are, and that helps DMs or game masters create an encounter. If we take on 5 wolves, that depends on their challenge rating, which could be based on all of our levels combined. And then they can come up with a challenge rating that meets our levels.
challenge.
So that would be like, it's not too hard, it's not too easy, it's just right.
Such a bitch.
So at level 4, you can do wild shape to a beast of a challenge rating of half or
Central
lower.
part.
So that kind of
And this is
determines
the
what you
further
can turn
part.
into.
Cool.
So the higher level we get, the more beasts you have access to wild shape into.
Nice.
Improvement at level 8, challenge rating of 1 or lower.
Cost
So I guess you would have to have a list of
$80
beasts
and 3
that you
hours
have
of
seen
building.
before. That's all the other thing for wild shapes. You have to have at
the
least seen this beast.
Iron Man gauntlet.
Yeah.
So
I
have
think.
both
But we
gauntlets
can also
now
argue
from
this with
Infinity War,
Shane as well. Be like,
which is
she's been in the woods, she's seen it.
Marvel Wars.
Right, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I grew up in the
Seen
woods.
a lot of creatures.
Yeah, you could argue this. Okay, Druids, circle, second level, choose to identify
Yeah,
cruel
like, I mean, look at my
Druids.
wall.
Oh, I think
It's
that's
just-
is that archetype?
I
So
think that there is
they're
a circle of
for
the moon
hundred-
as
I
druids.
don't know if it's
Okay.
100th
If there
anniversary or
is, I
whatever
would
anniversary was
prefer
in
to be
Marvel.
that, but I
But
don't
they came
remember
out with, like,
very much.
Proficiencies, you are proficient in light armor, medium armor, shields.
That's all I have
Druids
left.
will not wear armor or
like,
use shields made of
Kind of
metal.
Yeah, that tracks. I wouldn't
I
do
have a
that.
stain.
It's too heavy.
Clubs, daggers, darts, javelins,
So, like-
maces, quarterstaffs, scimitars,
like,
sickles,
the
slings,
Hamilton
spears
musical, all from, like,
Sickle.
Conjuring,
for
some,
weapons.
like-
Yeah, so they're more like
like-
simple weapons.
Sickle.
Like I said, like,
You also
this
get an
is, like,
herbalism kit. Your
Yeah,
saving
dude.
throws are in
Like the
intelligence and
rooms
wisdom.
that have-
Obviously, wisdom probably winning.
I was gonna say, I literally, yeah. Yeah.
Choose your skills. You got Arcana, Animal Handling, Insight, Medicine, Nature Perception, Religion, and Survival. You can choose.
She was like, hey, we
Survival is we're in the middle of the woods and you want to light a fire, or you want to look for some. Say you want.
So
to
it's
forage
something
for-
like pretty useful.
Yeah.
So like animal handling and like survival, or no? Because animal handling, do I even really need that as a druid? Because do I already have enough with the animals that it's? Do I need the extra? Because what even is animal handling? I guess technically, because like I
Animal-
can see
so-
where medicine and survival would be very.
You could
helpful.
be a druid but not have really good base around animals. So with animal handling, you could be like, hey, I'm really good. Animal handling is be like, I've been around them a while and I can communicate somewhat with them along those
So
lines.
that's what I want.
Or you want
And I want to do
handling?
animal handling, and I think I want to do.
Medicine. That's a good one too. I want to say medicine is based on intelligence.
Do you think medicine or survival would be better?
I don't know. I want to say medicine might be more useful, especially at the end of combat, or say somebody's dying or they're hurt or something.
So I think that my storyline is going to revolve around, because she is half infernal, she's having these dreams of some type of infernal patron, something.
Okay, somebody's trying to.
And so basically, she left her very comfortable home in the woods with her little Forest Snow mom and is on this path. And so I was thinking that medicine and animal handling would help her. Animal handling and survival would help on that trek.
Yeah.
Or something that would be developed over that for when she
That whole
meets
journey.
everybody. Yeah. What do you think, medicine or survival?
I would say honestly, medicine. Maybe.
Okay. Agreed. Agreed.
And your hit points are based off of D8 plus your Constitution modifier. So we'll add this, and then we can then choose everything. We are starting at level 3.
This thing is so neat.
Yeah, it's pretty useful. I need to get it for myself too. You said animal handling and medicine.
Yep.
And then your druid, spell casting, wild shape, druid circle. So this is probably your archetype. Oh wow, that's a lot to choose from.
Okay, if it's Circle of Land, it has to be Circle of Land Forest. Does it not? Because I was raised by a Forest Gnome? Druid Forest Gnome?
It could be forest. If you're basing it off of just standard your ways in the woods, you could make it I would say forest, mountain maybe, or swamp.
But I wonder if that has to do with the animals that you end up.
I don't even think it might be more based off of like certain spells you have access to. Like again, we could do this and then we could get Shane to check it over and then you could ask him because he probably knows. He'll
Swamp.
know.
Let's go swamp.
A swamp?
Because swamp says to me some kind of poison. Let's do it.
Okay. So here we go. So now you get swamp, bonus cantrip, and
Poison spray.
poison spray. Okay, that works. Natural recovery.
It's essentially supposed to be like I look very. So I'm gonna have the big ram's horns and I have a big tail. And like my eyes are the flat black and then my hair is the dark with the blue and that's also weird. And then basically I look a certain way, but then like on the inside I'm like animal and like doing all of it in touch with nature, but mess with my people and I will poison you.
Correct.
Type thing, yeah.
So natural recovery, I think this is part of the archetype. So starting at second level, you regain some of your magical energy by sitting in meditation and communing with nature. During a short rest, you can choose to expend spell slots to recover. Expended spell slots to recover. The spell slots you can have a combined level that is equal to or less than half of your druid level, rounded up, and none of the slots can be 6th level or higher. You can't use the feature again until you finish a long rest. That's actually pretty nice. You can basically say we're getting extended combat, we have a break, we all went on a short rest. You can then choose to regain some of your spell slots.
Cool.
Circle spells, mystical connection to the land infuses you with the ability to cast certain spells at 3rd, 5th, 7th, and 9th level. You gain access to circle spells connected to the land where you became a druid. Choose the land. We did that. Once you gain
so I guess
access,
if you go down,
we'll find desert, forest, grassland, mountain, swamp, darkness, and acid arrow. So you probably get those.
Oh fuck yeah!
That.
It's a nice hat, by the way.
Thank you.
Okay, so we'll keep moving on. Okay, and array, like we did him, you have a certain number certain numbers for your abilities. Wisdom is your casting ability, so if you want to put 15 as your highest for wisdom.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I don't know what kind of weapons you'll have, so maybe let me see what it says. Scroll down and it can tell me.
Paige is very wise, by
So
the way.
just 15,
Oh, yeah.
so you don't have any extras
I
in
don't want to
that.
get beat up.
What do you want next? What do you want to be your lowest? Let's do the same thing I did with Tristan. Your highest and your lowest.
Define dexterity and then constitution.
So dexterity is basically if you want to twirl a knife, or you want to catch an arrow out of the air.
Oh, fuck.
That would be like your
Damn.
dexterity.
I don't really care about that.
That's called
You don't really
reflexes,
care about your dexterity?
dude.
Okay.
It's like Loki.
Pretty-
It's like
Constitution
Loki
is your health,
from
basically.
Avengers. You
Yeah,
know,
so we don't want
really,
to.
just
I
a fucking
wouldn't
arrow.
want to skimp on that. Okay, yeah.
Constitution. So what do you want to be your? And then strength is obviously pretty straightforward.
Ooh, she's so
How strong you are.
It's like
Let's do in this order: wisdom, intelligence, constitution, charisma, strength.
Okay. Wisdom, intelligence, Constitution,
Charisma.
charisma.
Actually, no. Do strength first and then charisma.
Oh, you want your strength to be 10 or 12.
Yes.
Okay.
Hercules.
Charisma.
Hercules.
And dexterity is.
See, that's my guy's
8.
thing. Is he just makes dark humor comments. Like,
That's all right.
after everything.
You're actually a lot stronger than most
He just doesn't
druids-
care.
than most
Like,
people build druids,
my
but that's okay.
my character's built off of
Same.
me. He's just an
Build it
asshole.
however you want.
He's a drunk
That
asshole.
kind of goes
Yeah,
with
I'm just
my
gonna start
half dragon person a little bit. So.
Half demon.
Right, punching a tree
Not
till it
dragonborn.
breaks.
Not dragon, but half demon. Yeah.
Works.
My guy just looks at you.
My tail's got to be able to carry
Damn, what
some
the
stuff.
fuck?
Yeah. Okay. So your strength is still 12. Dexterity is still 8. Your constitution is
Wagon.
15.
You just punched a wagon
Was-
to him.
You get a racial bonus. You get a +1 to your intelligence. So now you're at
You say
actually at
racial
15.
bonus? That's fucked up.
Your wisdom is still 15, and your charisma is 12 because you get a racial bonus +2. It's actually at a 12, which is actually
Oh, nice. Okay,
Wait,
cool.
what
Those are
fucking
pretty
number do
nice.
you
That's
read? The
pretty
number on
nice.
the very
If they're
top?
positives.
Okay. I beat you.
Going description,
Table cut
your
me.
background.
Roll again.
The other day we rolled for
I
something.
think I'm gonna do
the
haunted
episode's
one.
gonna
Oh,
end.
same.
I was like,
Same
huh,
as Tristan.
Because
one.
my whole thing is that I'm having these dreams and I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be.
In that case, you could do haunted one or sage.
Ooh. Yeah, do sage.
Okay.
Sage Paige.
You spent years learning the lore of the multiverse. You scoured manuscripts, studied scrolls, and listened to the greatest experts on the subjects that interest you. Your efforts have made you the master of your field of study. Ah, you have language. Here we go.
The bad thing is I can feel like we're like Shane's
You go.
telling
Choose your
something. I'm like,
languages. You got
I don't know
plenty
what
to
button.
choose from.
You do something you don't want him to do.
Because the wind is whispering, its floorboards creaking. It's just like random.
That one has to be one.
Yep.
Nope, not
So
that
you
one.
speak-
Nope,
just
not
speak
that
them
one. Look at this. It pretty much
That's
tells
what I
you
was like,
what the
dang.
sounds are.
And I think
Is there one that has to do with
you
type
probably already speak Infernal, because that's
Oh,
probably
right. That's why it's not on the list.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can choose anything else.
You know what?
Dwarvish. Okay.
Wow, that was a very seductive wink. I don't want to be. I feel awkward. I don't want to be a part of this.
Okay, so here's the same thing. You have your different. You have your
That was
personality
a what?
characteristics.
This is an epic failure.
So your personality.
I guess I'm gonna watch him.
You can choose
Sit in the chair in
two,
the
or we
corner.
can go over this later. You can come up with your own.
We can come up with them later. That's fine.
Okay, so we'll
So we
skip
were, like,
those
listening
character
to, like,
details.
a couple of them, like,
Your
you
alignment,
like-
if you really
Oh
want.
wait,
to.
hold on. I only have to choose two. You
Send
said.
me the links
For your personality traits, you've got two to choose from. Or like I said, you can come up with your own,
Totally useless.
and it's also based off. Of
Tell
what
you that one I
do.
sent you was gonna be the best one to watch.
I know. Oh no, like I was just like, oh fuck it. I was like, oh, we need to find a D&D podcast.
Fuck what Quinn said. He doesn't matter for fucking shit.
Then
Ooh, that was a
I
good
want to say
throw.
this
I was gonna
is
say,
That was a
just
pretty
your
good
ideas.
throw.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Stop giving me things to throw. I already have hatchets. My it just takes it so.
Oh yeah.
No,
I'll do that
damn
later.
it,
I can't do
no.
it right now.
That's fine.
I
Fine,
can't-
take care.
oh,
of it.
that's
we can
this
also you
week.
can also choose your alignment and everything
hang on.
else later.
Hang on.
That's all.
Side note.
Chaotic.
Thank
good.
you for reminding me of that. March
I like it.
20th. X-Men 97 comes out on Disney Plus.
Does it?
Yeah, it's 3 days away. I'm excited.
Tell me this.
You guys need Disney Plus? I got you.
Okay, wooden shield or
I
a
got
simple.
you,
You,
man.
probably want a
Simple
simple
weapon.
weapon. Yeah.
I have a
And-
sickle.
I forget who it was the other day. They go, you?
Yeah, you can have a
Look
sickle.
That's what I
Come on.
want.
All right.
Nah.
This is weird.
Like, if I would have
Sickle,
it's
a
that's all.
scimitar,
That's all
or a
it is.
simple weapon.
The beard and tattoos. That's what it
That's
is.
basically.
I do another simple melee weapon. Whoa.
Yes.
You need anything?
No, I'm okay.
I don't know. You know what?
Oh fuck! There's a cat behind.
We can change that later too, because I have
Paige, you
no
need
idea what
anything
the
else?
fuck that is.
No, I think I'm okay for right now.
Tanner, you good?
Oh, I'm good. Leather armor, explorer's pack, and a druidic focus. Bottle of black ink, quill, small knife, letter from a dead colleague. Question you have not been able to answer. Set of common clothes and a pouch of 10 gold. Looks fine to me.
Oh damn, it was gold. And one piece of silver.
My mommy loves me and sent me on my way to go find my destiny because she found me in the woods and took care of me.
Like I said, we can always
wanted
get this. I know I put it in
picked
there
me
to
like a
cool
Not
off.
abused.
I know it's pretty.
Yeah, I know.
fucking cold, actually.
But guess what else?
I was being nice.
that?
I gotcha. I told you I was still had a drink.
Infernal.
By the way, I'm glad you have your end character plot armor on today.
I did
Oh,
not realize
thanks.
that he said his to speak in front.
Sorry.
View.
What's that?
That's
A neutral.
Sorry.
Very nice.
Yeah, but it's the Stay Light one, so it's.
Oh,
Have you had one of those
Where
yet?
have I
I have not.
view
Want me to
all
get
my
you one?
characters?
What's the percentage?
Enough? I don't know. They don't
Like
fucking
No.
4.2.
No, that's
yeah, I'll
not
take
what I
it.
want to do. Go back.
You don't mind.
Do you mind? You want the peach one or not? You like peach beers?
this
or
one?
not?
Yeah.
I'll get you a regular. I will spoil you.
What did I do last?
Top of the stairs, go all the way back the hallway.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say I can type in the name though.
Okay. Yeah. Let's.
Seems like everybody else has left.
For the moment.
Yeah, I swear. Don't judge me.
Not judging.
I'm actually gonna choose the bathroom after him.
Paige, I'm looking at the note you gave me earlier.
Uh-huh.
Why did you spell I owe you one bear?
One beer.
That looks like an A. You're gonna give me a pet bear? You're gonna give me a bear cup? That's
I
oh
mean,
my
I have access
god!
to owlbears, so
Passive
Yeah,
perceptions.
I don't want an owl bear. These things look creepy and terrifying, or beautiful and terrifying at the same time.
I've never used this before.
What's up?
Nothing. I've just. I'm trying to figure out the UI on this thing because I've never touched it before.
What do you need help with?
Yep. You'll see it.
Make sure you put the seat down so the cat doesn't try and drink from the toilet.
we have 3 cats, 2 dogs. We never grow.
Just making sure.
I appreciate the reminder. But
She
what
yelled at me.
automatically do in our house.
Did you?
No. God, that tastes beautiful. What are you doing?
It popped open on me. Look at that. Oh, look how full that is.
You just pop the bowl. It's delicious though. 16 ounces of God's nectar.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. You're welcome.
That is pretty full.
Huh? Look at
I've only found a couple of neutrals I've actually liked. And that's.
Kevin, who was at our work a couple weeks ago. Somebody brought him a case of the double hazy.
Oh, yeah, didn't they?
Yeah. I had the double hazy here for about 3 weeks, and I'm like, I gotta take it. It's in the refrigerator at work. I don't like it.
I'm not a pale ale guy. Actually, I don't like PAs.
Neither do I. But like this one, I can get behind this one.
What's a lager? So
Oh, yeah.
they had one new trail. It was like called like blueberry lemonade or something at some point in time. Man, it was this world.
Thanks to Tanner, because Tanner only drinks ciders. Do you drink sours or not? You only drink ciders.
I prefer ciders over anything
So
else.
the bad thing is over the past you've been on the podcast on and off. He's unofficially our third host of the podcast.
Gotcha.
Where he's been on it for about 6 months, 6 to 9 months, I want to say,
Ish,
on and
around
off,
there.
here
Yeah.
and there. Hey, we're doing an episode. He goes, "What are you cooking for afterwards?"
I've said that maybe once.
But I'm like, "Hey, podcast this Sunday. I'm making chicken parm. I'm making jambalaya. I'm making whatever I'm making." He goes, "Lasagna." He goes, "I'll be there." Most of the time, he goes, "Hey, I'm running late. I'll be there for dinner." So he only comes for food. But no,
That
like,
happened maybe once. Okay, twice.
Twice.
Fine. Twice.
this time it was 3, except it's opposite. He's only here for the podcast, not for food. But so I've been drinking a lot of ciders because Tanner will just leave them here. What was that one you brought from when we had campfire season? Was that Strongbows?
Strongbows, yeah.
Oh, strong.
Fucking fantastic.
Oh.
Which, by the way, when we start campfire season back up, which will be in a couple of weeks, you guys are more than welcome.
Also, fun fact, the very first time I ever tried Strongbow, I was in Germany.
First time I had it, I was in Spain.
By the way, thank you both of Tanner and Tristian for your service, by the way. You guys are 2 of the veterans we have had on the podcast.
So what am I supposed to say? Thank you.
Thank you for having freedom, for enjoying your freedom.
Thank you for enjoying your freedom. That's what it is.
I can't wait to get Clay on here with you two. That's going to be a fantastic episode.
Thanks for paying for me to get drunk sometimes.
But
Thanks for me to get drunk, basically throughout my lower 20s.
You can tell me how many times I got schwasty in my barracks room.
stop. All right, and back to our character building.
Hers is done. Hers, and it's saved. Yep, it's right here.
So this is what happens, Tristan, when you do your fucking homework.
I know.
We're done.
I'm doing nothing but playing War Thunder for like the last like 6
That's
forever.
fair. That's fair.
But
Playing War Thunder?
Yeah.
He plays War Thunder constantly.
What are you playing?
Tanner
I
just
jump
got
back and
chubby.
forth. Right now I'm in Germany.
Grounder.
Oh.
Oh, I play all 3. Depends
you
on
do?
how- Yeah.
You'll have to let me know.
All right.
Because my brother and I play.
Fuck your brother.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which one? Or what game? Did
We do a lot of ground.
He only
Ground?
has one brother.
Ground is the one I think I like the least.
It can
but because
be-
It's the most challenging.
It
I
is.
would say.
It depends on what tier you're at.
Yeah. So all my all my ground forces for War Thunder suck. I'm
So
like
what's your highest? What nation is your highest?
I think
I
I
was
have
gonna walk
US
into work
like
one day and be like,
3.7.
3.7.
Make me clock
That's
out
fine.
and leave.
3.7 Germany.
go over to
No.
When you get the
It
Panzer
counts
fours,
here.
Yeah.
you go to
Panzer
see her.
IV
Oh, okay.
F2s and
Yeah.
up.
Fucking
They're
stipulations.
Panzer IV Gs. That's
wrote the
great.
rules
Hey,
on
if
the
you
back.
ever want to play,
Yeah.
let me know.
The 50
Nope.
I've
speeds
seen
up to like level 6.
I've seen those up really high for no reason at all. I'm like, why is this thing up here? It makes no sense.
Because it's like,
You ever want to play some tanks? Let me know. I get Nate and Tim on.
All right. Yeah.
So, real quick. So, we built my character. We built your character. We
Yep.
built your character. Tanner, since you're building your character off screen, do you want to give a little bit of a background of what your character is? So people are going to be like, we don't know what Tanner is. Because apparently somebody out there, whoever watches this podcast, wants fucking more of Tanner. I don't know why. But they're like, the guy in the middle, kind of cute. I'm like, no, that's Tanner. He's not cute. It's fucking Tanner. It's Tanner. I don't know why. I don't know why people are texting me directly saying, we want more of the middle guy. Nope, I don't want more of Tanner.
I don't know. I'm not that funny.
Looking me.
Wow.
I'm joking.
Wow.
I love you. But like, you want to
This
give us a quick in depth of what your character is, a quick overview of your character.
I need to really flesh out the character itself, but basics, it's going to be
A 20. Oh, fuck, that's a good roll. Sorry, it was a 20.
You wasted that crit.
I shouldn't have these.
You wasted that.
I waste a lot of
It
things
only
on.
has so many in it.
Yeah, before it needs to be put in dice jail.
Wah wah wah.
I've seen those. As
My
I don't
character
have
is
that.
going to be a high elf paladin.
Okay, so we have me, who's a half orc barbarian.
Then what are you doing with us bottom feeders?
Real quick, let's do a quick synopsis. So I'm a half orc barbarian.
Half orc barbarian.
Tristan is a
I am a
Hill dwarf.
Hill dwarf.
Hill dwarf.
I'm a tiefling druid.
Yep.
And
And the High Elf Paladin. Now, here's the reason why to
we
answer your
slaves?
question. What? I didn't hear what you said.
I said, are we slaves?
No, Jesus Christ.
I'm glad I bleeped that. That was a perfect bleep conversation.
Oh, shit.
That was good.
No.
Hey, guess what we've done a lot of this episode?
Just a little, just a tad, teeny bit.
Just the
It should make the drive home fun.
just
Actually, like this.
Tanner. No, you can't say that.
What? High
Paige,
Elf
backhand
ever did,
him.
If I do, I'll knock him out. High Elf
You're not
ever
that strong.
did anything good.
No, here's the reason
Being
why.
a paladin is just a lie.
No. So the backstory is
Paladin, more like it.
it's a.
Wait.
This episode's gonna be great.
I'm putting this up. I'm gonna do very
What
light
the fuck
editing.
is that?
State light lager.
It's delicious.
You want one?
Level drink.
I have
Yes,
a
please.
case. I have a
Use
case
both of
over in the
me. How about
fridge. All right,
Oh,
Tanner.
yeah, I'll drink his because he.
Anyway, so
Never mind. I gotta fucking no
Thank
reason.
you.
I'm about to start adding a 2 to this number.
my character.
Apparently, your wife owes me a bear, by the way.
Because he went all the way around.
I
and it
did.
was
I
such a
literally
pain in the
tried to
ass.
get out of the
He
camera.
maintained eye contact almost the entire time. And so I just made him a really
I
quick,
went-
I owe you 1 beer. And then he was like, no, I don't want it. And now he's talking to me about the stipulations.
It
you
says
not want it?
bear. I kind of want a bear right now. We have a bear that lives up in the woods.
I'm going to have to go get it.
Get him an owlbear.
That's what I said. He doesn't want it.
No offense. I'm trying to pillage 2 of your staff members to come do podcast stuff for me on the side. One of them said, gladly, but she terrifies me.
Alyssa?
Yeah.
Why?
She terrifies me.
Why?
terrified.
Because she's so scary.
You better not let Nicole find out.
What? What's my wife gonna... My wife is on episode 9 of 27. She's not even a third of the way through the podcast, although she's right upstairs, so I might die on way. I walk up first because she'd be like,
No, my friends are spending the night. So, no, we can't talk right now. No, my friends are spending the night.
"Oh,
You embarrass me.
wait,
You embarrass
this is
me.
what you guys are gonna hear. Can I sleep on your floor?
Oh, Jesus.
No, I want to sleep on the couch.
I love sleeping on my couch, by the way. That's the most
Oh,
comfortable.
Jesus.
When I can't sleep, that's where I go.
Sometimes when our toddler will end up in bed with us, I'll be like, I'm going to the couch. The toddler takes over my pillows. I have the 1 couch pillow.
3 cats, 2 dogs.
1
We get
Tristan.
it.
1 Tristan.
One of the dogs is over 100 pounds. One of them is 13, and they both take up like the same amount of space somehow.
How is... Wait. What?
You've seen pictures of my dogs?
I just see the aftermath when they punch Tristan in the face. He goes, yep. Huh?
Both dogs are giving me a black eye. Really, both fucking dogs.
Alright, the one on the bottom looks like a fucking horse. I don't know why. With that haircut, it looks like a horse.
Oh,
That's
man.
not her haircut. That's her hair. That's how her hair always is.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah, she was.
But
humping
with that,
she was humping him, but we're just pretending it was a cute picture.
I was just saying, I was surprised you were able to get them to pose for that
1,000%. She was just
Oh
on
my
his
God.
back humping.
Going
But
with
she
the
looks.
town.
It's a
Putting him in
majestic,
his fucking
just a
place.
majestic photo.
I hope she realizes that's not how puppies are made.
No, I don't think she cares.
Or is it called pegging in the... Is it still
You
called
just-
pegging in the dog aspect of it?
And then here's a picture of
Is
her
that the
with
no-
my Grammy. Because my Grammy and my dog love each other. It's very cute.
Alright, with that, anybody have anything else to add? Dang, did you ever finish your character description? Wait, I'm not gonna lie. One thing.
I never met a high elf
team?
I liked.
One thing.
I always met high elves that be scheming and be thinking they're better than us.
One,
because
two,
He's an orphan.
one thing you two are gonna learn is that we go on tangents a lot, so it's gonna be very long episodes.
We're both orphans. There you go.
High elf.
Really? Apparently,
I'm
I'm
an
a.
orphan too.
No, I'm the
Wait,
orphan.
no.
Oh
I'm
my god, are
the
we all
orphan.
orphans? Are we literally like Oliver Twist?
Interesting.
Please, sir, can I have another scar?
We all have parental issues of some sort.
Whoa! I feel personally attacked on that one.
Wow. Anyway, so High Elf
I'm calling
Paladin,
Pam after this
he
episode.
was he's an orphan.
Yep.
He was basically taken in by the local priest
Sorry.
of how the church of the local religion, and I was raised there, and then basically swore my oath, and that's how I became a paladin.
That's actually pretty legit.
I haven't picked the faith yet, but
It's very
yeah.
interesting because it's like mine where it's like we look a certain way, but then we are a totally different way. Because Hell yeah!
Emotional damage.
Yeah, basically I was found in the woods.
Emotion. So was I.
I was basically found amongst the the ruins of a caravan.
Wait, so
Of
only
other
one?
I was found in the woods with a bunch of critters all around me.
I showed
So
up to
wait-
the village one day.
So wait,
Really fucking pissed off.
so wait.
Really fucking
Are
tired.
you and I related in any way in this storyline?
I
Or
don't
did
think
you
so,
both
because we're
get
both-
picked up by the same piece of shit blacksmith who wasn't any good and tried to get these orphans that keep wandering into
Or-
the ship?
I kinda
Orphanville.
You know what? We
That's
should.
where you guys grew up, was Orphanville. That's where all the orphans go.
Shane's gonna love this.
Orphanville.
Shane's gonna watch this episode and be like, "What the fuck happened when I was?"
What am I, fucking Daddy Starbucks?
What? Man.
I said it wrong on purpose.
Yeah, I know. Daddy Warbucks. Daddy Starbucks.
Oh, from
hey,
Annie.
hey,
I was like,
I
what
got
are
it.
you
I got
talking
it.
about?
I picked
I was
up
like,
what
we
you-
didn't bring anybody Starbucks. What are you doing?
Fuck Starbucks. We only drink Black Label coffee on this
No, I have no
podcast.
idea who Shane is, but when we show up next time, I'm bringing him. If he's not an orphan too, I'm bringing him a Starbucks. And I'm gonna call him Daddy Starbucks. That's good. Here.
Yeah, this is gonna be hard. This is just a bunch of.
I'm gonna get so many messages on Wednesday when he listens to this and be like, "What the fuck did you guys do without me? We have to redo this. These characters do not work." Wait,
Congratulations. That was a good one.
we're
I
going
made
to
it myself.
wait.
Wait.
Wait. Shane here, I still did it this episode. I put my hands in my head and just went, "What the fuck happened?"
Pretty much.
Is that not the one character, the one constant we have in every episode, where I just sit there and go,
Exactly.
"What
All the
she
time.
just said just did that perfectly." And with that is the perfect way to end this episode. I think it's time we go enjoy some shepherd's pie if it's ready yet.
Shepherd's pie.
If not, we have
good.
a couple more drinks in us. We're good to go. Thank you. Anybody have anything good to add?
St. Patrick's Day.
Happy
St.
fucking
Patty's
St.
Day.
Patty.
Absolutely.
Which, side note, did you know it was actually a dry holiday until the 1970s?
It doesn't surprise me. It was about St. Patrick driving
Lame.
out all of the snakes, but we're not going to talk about how Irish people have been treated.
It's actually him driving all the druids out of.
Yeah, the original Irish people, but that's okay.
No Irish need a
They
dry.
were original Irish people, though.
All right, with that, everybody have a great.
Fuck Oliver Cromwell.
Fuck Oliver Cromwell.
Fuck Oliver Cromwell.
Fuck Oliver Cromwell.
Apparently.
Patty's Day.
Everybody have a great weekend.